Quick shout out to my Patreons who keep this channel going. You can join my Patreon down in the description below. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to episode 21 of Moriarty the Patriot. This one's titled The Sign of Mary. So yes, we're going to be introducing Mary Morstan, I think was her actual name, but she does, well, depending on how they're going to adapt it, she would eventually become Mary Watson, because, Dr. Watson here very much falls in love with her, and they do eventually get married. Now, what version they're going to go with here, I do not know. We did, my experience with Mary is from the BBC version, in which she has a very interesting backstory and previous life to explain. Considering this is only one episode, though, that seems to be absolutely dedicated to her. The Sign of Mary, which I think is meant to be a play on, was it The Sign of Four? Was that the name of the story that she was in? The Sign of the Four, yeah. Second novel featuring Sherlock Holmes, written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I think this is the one where she actually plays an important role as well. Am I right in that? Yeah. Appears early in the novel and brings two mysteries to Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, so Sign of Mary, Sign of Four. It's a good play on words. They've been very good at using previous, like a study in S. They've used, some of the others have also been references. Where is it? Merchant of London was a reference to Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice, so they're being very clever with the titles for the most part, either making them very, very linked to the episode, or being linked to other Sherlock titles or other British classical works. So, very much respectful for that. I'm interested to see how they handle Mary in this one, because, like I said, I've only seen the BBC version's adaptation of her. But since it's only one episode, I feel like she's not going to be as impactful as maybe she could have been. I guess we'll see, because Milverton is, Milverton's acting, and he's going to be a problem. Because we've got, how many more episodes? It's 3 more episodes after this. Yeah, 3 more episodes after this. So there's plenty of time for him to really start messing with us again, before we can even deal with him. And what us dealing with him will even look like, we don't know. Like, yes, we want him dead, but how easily we're going to be able to murder him? He's a very powerful figure. And he has a lot of people serving him, including that giant guy and the, that other one that, was going after Fred. The knife wielder guy. But last episode and the whole White Knight arc, was very tragic in the way it played out, but was very, very interesting, because we do have a battle of two evils. It's like, just because both are evil doesn't mean that one isn't worse than the other. Like, William is the necessary evil in order to make society change. He knows that. He knows he's using crime to have better London and the country as a whole, eventually. But Milverton's just evil for pure evil's sake. He enjoys the corruption of good people into evil people. And that's what he does to people. He enjoys that. It's almost like a perverse enjoyment of corruption. And I'm sure it's going to keep happening. I wonder if this means he's going after Mary, or I don't know. But this should be very much a Sherlock and Watson and Mary based episode. So if Milverton's going to act, he's going to be acting against them, which I don't know why he would act against them. I mean, Sherlock is a very popular figure at this point in the timeline, I suppose. He's probably getting very well known. Imagine if he could corrupt that. Like, surely that's the ultimate corruption, right? The greatest detective suddenly becomes the greatest villain. That would be a wonderful act of corruption, right? Surely that would be... Maybe that's what Milverton's after, because that sounds appealing to me, as if I just go in with the idea of purely, I want to corrupt a good person. The greatest detective, solved all these crimes and stuff, like, he is the epitome of the good guy in this. Corrupting him would be pretty high on the list, I feel like. It's not so fun to take an evil person and make them more evil. It's like, it's not that bad. Making a good person evil. Now you're getting to it. I guess we'll see what ends up happening, but yeah, the entire Whiteley family is now gone. Sam being killed was rough, let's be real. It was, which one was it? It was Sturridge? Yeah, it was Sturridge was the inspector that was forced to turn evil because he had to do this, otherwise his family was in danger. His family's probably dead anyway, let's be real here. Middleton had no intention of keeping his family safe, because he planned Starrish to be killed by Whiteley as part of it, and to ruin Whiteley's reputation, and to ruin his entire reputation with the people for all the good that he's trying to do. But we've managed to turn that around. One last public appearance, and then Whiteley assassinated by the Lord of Crime. He will now go down as a martyr for people's rights, and that should help spark the theatre that London shall become. I'm surprised they haven't utilised that line since Season 1. At least I don't remember them utilising, like, we'll turn London into a theatre type deal. Maybe they'll come back to it later, but it was definitely very useful for the Noatic arc, and maybe that's why they chose to use that one, and then just like, oh, we'll do it as a grander scale, but then don't really reference back to it. It's not been appropriate, I suppose. But yeah, I'm very, very, very excited for this one. I love this series. I really, really do. It's one of my favourite series that I've had in recent times. It reminds me, this series preys on that that love I had for Princess Principal. Like, they're kind of different shows in what they're trying to do, obviously, but it had that same vibe of, like, actually, this is a really cool depiction of London, especially for the time period. And it's actually done very, very well, which is not common, since anime is almost certainly based in Japan, obviously, since that's the location I'm most familiar with. Why would you write about somewhere you don't necessarily know, right? And instead of just devolving into pure stereotypes, they're actually being very accurate with its depiction, so... Anyway, I'm going to shut up and we're going to get into the episode. So, as per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Symphogeji, and Log Horizon Season 2. We also have a movie poll going on. If you're watching this when this comes out, this is the last day. You've only got a few more hours before the poll closes. I think it's going to be Pancreas who finally ends up winning after being on the list since the very beginning. We'll probably end up doing that, and then I'm thinking of revamping the poll a little bit for I'm thinking of revamping the poll a little bit for the summer season. I've still got some plans on that. It very much depends on certain other factors that haven't happened yet, so stay tuned for that. I'll announce on YouTube and do like a proper announcement video for that in due time. But yeah, here on YouTube we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then play site episode, I site episode, and we should be in sync. We watch this one on Funimation as per usual since they're the ones who licensed it. We have the Bandai visual logo and then the Funimation logo, so about 11 seconds of logos give or take. I'll call them out as they go past, but you can also use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Bandai visual. Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. Yep. Primal brutally murder Mr. Whiteley. Is he truly the Robin Hood that you thought he was? Here we go. Okay. Yeah, that's very late. First time he sees a woman, you're getting married. OP time. That's very late in announcing. I love this song. Alright, here we go. Sign of Mary. Okay. It's not that he couldn't come, it's that he didn't want to, probably. He's noticing that something's a bit off with her body language. She's bringing a case. I mean, it's just easy to... Yep. Okay. Pearls. 6 of them. Okay. Interesting. The father, okay. Army, right? Yeah. India, okay. Right. But you never met him, did you? If I remember. His stuff was there, but he wasn't. Same day, maybe? Major Sholto, okay. But why pearls of that size? I mean, if you do just sell them, it's like you have an easy life, relatively. Maybe that is just a kindness. It's like just to keep you going, but. Hmm. Maybe they are going to play into this sort of backstory. Okay. Potentially a lot of pearls. Hmm. 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 Footprints. We have a wooden leg. Dead. Mm-hmm. That was a weird music cut there. Thaddeus or Bartholomew, okay. Professor Thaddeus, is that you? No. Hmm. Oh. Okay. Like the escape route. What's that stuff? Right. Yeah. And they know you. Yeah. Okay, well, we know which one it is now. Mm-hmm. Right. Four symbols. Okay. Yeah. They are doing aggro. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's a lot. Hmm. How is there even an argument? How can you even argue with it? It's like half and half. Like, oh, oh shit, you're the reason. Hmm. Hallucinating right at the ends, but we couldn't find it. Hmm. Okay. Okay. She knows of it already. 4 marks again. Mm-hmm. Yep. Right. She wants that treasure though. And he can tell. Possibly. But who the hell has, like, the ability to shoot a poison barb? Like, yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. I mean, for Sherlock, that's pretty easy, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. A rope, yeah. Okay. Hmm. I have a suspicion. I mean, small, yeah. I have a little theory. I don't know if they're going to go this route with it, but I got a feeling they might. If Mary is a lot more involved than I expected, a small man light on their feet. It's a potential. I don't know why she'd risk implicating herself in that, though. Creosol, okay. Hey, Sniffer Dog. Oh, good boy. Joey! Mm-hmm. Hmm. She's so suspicious. Staking out. Good boy. Sorry. Mm. Yeah. Off they go. There we go. And who's the other one? Hey, let's ride. Okay. Poison dart? Yep. Nice shots. Or shots, I should say. This is going on a little while. There's the treasure. Just dump it in the river. Yep, just dump it. I mean, you could have just thrown it overboard instead of doing little bits like that, but whatever. Mm-hmm. Gone crazy. Maybe they weren't going to implicate Mary in it so much then. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's a problem. Now, well, we don't, she does. Someone's pulling the strings. Is Milverton? Did Milverton go through her for it? Mm-hmm. You knew it existed. So why do you need it so badly? Mm-hmm. So who needs the treasure? And that's a Milverton special. I mean, breaking up a wedding is kind of interesting. Now, why does he want that marriage to fail specifically? Like, it's an interesting target, right? Maybe it's because he knows of their connection, and therefore it will matter to Sherlock because it's Watson. I'm going to assume that's why he specifically chose this. That, and it would just be nice to have the treasure, I'm sure. But he loves corrupting people. It's a good episode. So yeah, the Mary thing's not over yet. It's not named as such, but this is kind of a multi-parter story. I'm interested to see where the preview goes now. I thought they'd implicate Mary in the treasure a little more than even that, but no, it's just a simple blackmail. Just a simple blackmail, as if that's just like, oh, it's whatever. No, that's actually still a big deal, but I really thought she'd be involved in the in what was going on there a bit more. Here we go. Showdown time. The two criminals. Okay. The two criminals, huh? Sherlock and William are about to have their showdown at last. Why now? Why now the showdown? If... Well, obviously Sherlock's going to be trying to work out Milverton. William's trying to work out Milverton. They might... Despite their overall rivalry, could they end up working together against Milverton? That would be interesting. The two criminals, I mean, is that meant to be referring to Sherlock's perspective of Moriarty and Milverton? Or is that implicating that they are both criminals in their own right because of what Sherlock might end up doing with Milverton? I don't know. I think it's a Sherlock perspective on Moriarty and Milverton. And Sherlock's still of the opinion, even after the Lord of Crime murders Whiteley, I wonder if he still thinks of him as a Robin Hood figure. If he still thinks of Moriarty as the Robin Hood figure. He must assume that killing Whiteley there must have been something. And I think he would have put together, like, Whiteley's this super popular figure, his family ends up dead, he might suspect that, I wonder if someone had got to Whiteley as well, and everything that was going on. Because the Lord of Crime wouldn't do that. It just doesn't fit his character up till this point. So why would they kill Whiteley? Whiteley was probably about to be utilised somewhere else, and so they just took the initiative first. I'm interested to see what the standoff ends up being. I do think if things go the way they could go, they could end up working together. Former rivals now end up working to defeat Milverton. That would be interesting. I don't know if necessarily William needs Sherlock's help in dealing with Milverton, but I mean, both of them going at the same time would be pretty helpful. I don't see where Mary's voice actor is listed on this. Maybe it's on Mal? New voices added to the shows take a little bit of time to get added sometimes, so let's just see if they have it. If not, you'd have to go for the website to find it. More characters. Yeah, no, there's no Mary listed. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. Let's see if I can find it here. Maybe it's on the wiki page. If anyone's going to update it first, it would be wiki. Nope, they don't even list Mary as a character. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, let's just go with Moriarty the Patriot's Mary. No VAs listed at all. Nope. Nope. Where else can I find it? Where's their website? Let's go to their website. I just kind of want to know, because I feel like she's somewhat recognizable, but I can't quite pin it down. And like, I've got nothing more to talk about, but I just want to find this real quick. So yes, please translate to English. We want, I guess, staff and cast. Cast. No, it just lists the mains. I guess the Twitter feed is probably a good place to go as well. Everyone, thank you for watching. Broadcast information, synopsis. No real information about her. That's a shame. There's Irene Adler. Yeah, no listing of Mary. Okay. Well, if anyone finds it in the time it takes for this episode to go out, because this will go out in like 10-ish hours or so, please let me know who Mary's VA was. You can find it updated somewhere, or you know a better place to search for it. Normally I go website, Twitter, or Analyst and Mal, but none of them had that, nor did the wiki, so yeah. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 lineup you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time. See you guys later.